Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. So, as promised, we are carrying on exactly where we left off. Well, maybe one or two rows over. But we are in field 7 doing the hay contract. And yeah, we're cracking on through it. The bales are starting to drop out and pile up. So hopefully we'll have a fair few left over for ourselves. Not sure how long it's going to take us, but I think we'll carry on, make a bit more progress, and catch up in a little while. Right, before we start the last pass and then the headlands, I thought what I'd do is grab the auto stacker and collect up the bales that we've already done, just so as to avoid the windrower taking them out and collecting them with as it does the headlands. So we'll nip round and get those. I don't think there's going to be too many that are actually in the way, but still we'll just pick them up, leave them on the auto stacker, and then jobs are good. Right, one full auto stacker done, and we can now carry on with the baling. There we go. It's cleared most of the field and definitely the ones by the headland, so that's all good. He says, yeah, looking good to me. Right, let's catch up with that windrower. Right, first load of bales going off to near the sell point. I haven't actually got that mapped in to auto drive, but at least it'll get it most of the way, and then we can hop over there and deliver it. Hopefully it may complete a contract and then we get all of this that's left, but might be pushing it slightly. So we'll whiz round this headland and then go and sell some bales. So just mopping up the last bits, mainly around the corners to be fair. Whether there'll be enough to make another bale or not, I'm not 100% sure, but there is a significant amount in this corner, so we may get close, who knows. I've not had the message yet saying that the worker has reached Cotswold Stores, so kind of thinking they're stuck somewhere. So we'll get this done and then go and have a quick look to see if we can find them. Well, as I suspected, it's caught on this gate post, so we'll just try and free it up a bit, or a lot, so we can actually get round and get the bales delivered. Right then, at the bale sell point, or delivery point for this contract, I did have to tag it because I don't think I've ever delivered bales to here. Not off the top of my head I can remember anyway. So let's get them in and see what it says. 64% transported. Okay. So, yeah, let's go and pick up another load. Right, last one of this load, and this will definitely complete the contract and then should leave us 12 bales, I think. So we didn't get a full one out of the baler, which is a shame, but never mind. And what else was I going to say? Oh, I was thinking between sort of this episode and the last one about field 23 and the fact that we fertilised it as a contract, and it over applied. I wonder if there's a way, how we did when we did the pre sort of fertilisation for the potato field over there on the right. I wonder if when you do a contract, if you could set the fertiliser value with the spreader, if that makes sense, and then if you were to ever buy that field, it would be bang on. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether you can do that. So if we get a fertilising contract in the future, I'm going to try and remember to give that a go. Right, back up at the delivery point, and we will unload. Contract complete, and we got 5, nearly 6 grand bonus. So job's a good un. We can now, in fact, what I might do is be a little bit cheaty and leave this here. Go and find our... No, we want the Massey. We'll go and grab our bale trailer because it's going to be a lot easier to unload into our barn. And then we can come and get all these picked up and, yeah, complete on the contract. Right then, we've got our bale trailer. And whilst I was waiting for the Massey to get up to the cow barn to pick it up, I've sent the Fent up to field 20 and 22. Topped it up with seed, and that is now sat waiting for us to go and plant soybeans, which is good. So if we just double check we've got everything, I think we have. Yeah, looking pretty good. So there's 12 there, that's what I counted before, so good. We'll get off the field. I think it makes a great deal of difference. Park up there a minute. Turn that auto load off. Come into the contracts menu and collect on that. We don't want that one because, yeah, like I said before, it's a lot of work for... Oh, and I've just accepted it. Never mind. Don't care. Get rid of that. New contracts, anybody? Yeah. See, I think it's the wrong kit as well. But hey, whatever. That can just plod on. It'll disappear at some point. So, let's get these up to the cow barn and then make a start on getting some soybeans in the ground. Right, soybeans are going in. Bit of a weird shaped field, this one, so I didn't quite know which which heading to set out on. That's what I wanted to say. So just plumped for this one, got the GPS set, and yeah, this is, I think, the last field we've got to plant. Let's just pop cruise control on a second and we can take a look. So let's have a look at our land. Yeah, this is the last one we've got to do at the minute. Don't think we're going to be purchasing any more yet. But yeah, it's we are making very good progress. And yeah, I'm happy with that. We need to get some hay made, more than what we've got off that contract. That is not going to last us, but that'll be the next job after we've got this field all planted. So just jumped out of the tractor a minute to check the job that this planter's doing, and it's yeah, looking good. Soybeans don't need any nitrogen, so we're already perfect there, and the pH value is good. It needs rolling. We will roll this one. So if you remember before, we've said anything that's like combinable, we will roll. So as soon as this is planted, it'll get rolled. We've got weeds this side. We shouldn't have any on the other end of the field because we ploughed that up. So I'm going to get this pass done, probably sort out the right hand side of the field, and then crack on into the rest of it. Okay, well, done the left hand side of the field, and now we're on the longer runs, which is good. And I was thinking about potential upgrades we could make to some equipment, so let's just check. Oh dear, I think that's really annoying. Anyway, so yeah, the telehandler there for 54k, 50% off, 17.7 hours on it. Really? So what I was looking at is, so there's two things. One is to upgrade the baler to this one, the Agco Hesston baler, for that's 90k or just over. And then the other thing, which we'll have a look at once I've turned around, is a bale loader. Now, the one I've seen is one that I used in 19, and I think it's pretty cool. We're going to make it round without hitting that. Yes, perfect. GPS back on, lower down, and cruise control. So the one I'm on about is, let's have a quick look, this one. So it's the Super Chaser QM Extra Hesston, the Heath Super Chaser, let's call it. So that is pretty cool. Twin radials, wide tyres, wide grippers, default grippers. So with beacon, obviously. Let's just change the plate up, mix it up a bit. Okay. So what does that come out? 42k. Not too shabby. 10 bales though. Whereas at the minute we can pick up 24. Yeah, I'm undecided. I do like the Hesston bales, or balers. They're a lot easier to handle, I think, kind of. So yeah, that could be an investment we could make, because we're doing all right for money. We've got the mini BGA, we've got the new little dairy, we've got the sunflower oil producing, we've got milk that we can also just sell. So yeah, that could be a possibility for future upgrades. So probably about 50% through the field now, I reckon. We are making rather good progress. This cedar planter, I will get it right, is probably one of the best things that I've bought. It's a great working width, it's quick, it just, yeah, does the job without any hassle really. So I think what we're going to do is get down to the end of this run, turn around and start a bit of a time lapse. hoping we're going to have enough seed in the tank without having to go and grab a bag. I think we should. We've not got a great deal left to do. You'll see I've been round and done the headlands at the bottom end here and along the side. It just makes turning a bit easier. Probably should have started that way, but never mind. And I probably should have gone a different trajectory across the field, but hey, it's done now, nearly. So we can crack on, get these last slither done, and then get it rolled. Last tiny little bit of the field, and then there's a little dot here that if I don't get it, it'll bug me. There we go. Get that all folded up. 762 litres left. So, pretty good, really. It's not used a great deal of seed. Let's just have a look at the field. Yep, all good. Let's have a look at the precision farming. Probably hasn't changed a great deal. No, 98. So again, it's just the nitrogen. Weird. Okay. Not too fussed. This is the one that's bugging me. pH and nitrogen are saying both low, and I don't get why. Really is quite annoying. But yeah, everything else is looking good. I think the grass fields will go up once we've cut them, and then we'll spray the herbicide, etc, etc. Right, let's get this back down to the yard, and we'll get the rolling done. Rolling is well underway now. Done a headland and starting the up and downs. It really struggles down that bottom end of the field where the field just dives away into field 23, but we're getting there slowly. I've set it to 10 mile an hour. I think that's a fair speed for a job like this. So I think the plan is I'm going to get this done, and I'll see you in the morning. We're going to be doing hay. I may or may not do the animal enclosures off camera, but everything else we shall pick up in the morning. Well, we're into the second part of April. It's just before 5:45 in the morning. I skipped through time carefully, checking the contracts. Nothing's appeared, which is fine because we've got our own jobs to do this morning. So, first one we're going to do is, let's just get into the precision farming menu. Now, I have done a little test, so I know this works. So, let's get rid of that a second. So, we're at 80 currently. So, we'll just turn on the sprayer, and then that should jump up to 95. So, the only thing that's down is now the tillage. Now, I assume that if we were to maybe re-sow this, then that would fix that, but we're not going to do that just yet. So, what else have I done? Well, you'll see the money has gone down. I made a decision and have purchased a couple of new items of equipment. So we'll get this out the field. We will leave it parked up around here because we are going to need it, and we'll head down to the store. Okay, we're at the store, and I've bought the baler and the bale loader. So we're going to keep our other baler as well, because that would give us the option to do silage bales, and it's got the additive tanks on it as well. So that's, and it's only, I think it's only worth about 17 grand. So we may as well keep it. But yeah, so we've got the Hesston baler and the Hesston bale collecting trailer wagon. So yeah, looking forward to using this. So we better get up and get some grass mowed. Right then, we're in the Massey, and we're just hooking up to the rear mower. It's a lovely morning on the farm, so we can now spin round and get into the fields and start cutting the grass. We can then get it tedded, rowed and baled up using our new baler. Headlands all done, and now just working our way through the rest of the field. I probably say it every time, but I do enjoy mowing, especially when we're on widespread mode, because you don't even have to be neat with it. It's not like you've got to keep nice straight rows to follow. So you'll see I did mow and bale the sheep pasture and the cow pasture. That was hay, so that's just sat in the field at the minute waiting to be collected. We'll have to use our old bale trailer for that, because of the bale sizes, but no issue really, is it? So we'll get this mowed. I think we'll focus on this field first, so need to ted it next, and then we need to windrow it and then use the new baler. Last little bit of the field, and that has not taken long at all, which is what we like. I'm just going to try and get these little bits that are slightly on the bumpy area of the field. This little bit here, there we go. I don't think we'll get those bits. Right, we can power everything off, raise them up, get them folded away, and hook up to the tedder. I know I've said it before, but the tedder flicking the hay up is possibly one of my favourite animations, I guess you'd call it, in FS22. I think it's brilliant, and then that little bit at the end when you raise the tedder up, it just flicks it. It's just, yeah, I think great job with that one, Giants. Very good indeed. So I think this yielded rather well. Let's just take a quick look in the precision farming and the yield. Yeah, not bad at all really. So that's good. Hopefully we'll get a fair few bales off this. It's not going to take us long to get this tedded up, but yeah, it's a nice morning. We desperately need the hay. I know we did a hay contract before, so you've seen all this and you know the process, but unfortunately it's a necessary evil. We need to keep the animals fed, and yeah, not with the sheep. I know we can give them grass, but the sheep, the horses, the cows, we need a fair old bit of hay. So I'll get this tedded and I'll see you when we start the windrowing. Switched out into the Massey for the windrowing. It's obviously a bit more powerful than the little Fent, but also it's got a much better turning circle than the big Fent, so it should help us turn around at the end of the rows a little bit easier than the the poor turning circle on the Fent. So let's get that, no, not folded up, there we go, lifted up. Is the back up as well? Yep, lovely. Spin it round. I'm going to do the headlands last for a change, just because hopefully it'll make it a bit neater for me when we do the baling. Come on. That's the only thing I dislike about this rake, is that it takes an age for the rear to lower. Now, I'm sure there's method in that madness, but it's yeah, a little bit annoying every now and again, and yeah, might have to look at changing it, but we'll see. Don't want to spend all of our hard-earned cash just yet. So as we approach this start of this row, I think I've kind of worked it out somehow. I don't know how. There is probably, it's timed somehow on the hydraulics, don't know. When the rear windrower part, or rakes, reach the point where the first one started, then they lower. Same at this end when they raise, so we'll just have a quick look at that. So we'll approach the end, wait for the bleep, and lift up, and then they get to the same point and they raise up. So that is the method in the madness. So yeah, makes it quite a nice neat end, which is good. So yeah, glad I worked that out. It's the windrower can stay now. We haven't got to get rid of it. Right, I'll crack on and I'll see you when we finish the headlands. Right, baling time. I'm such a geek to be excited about something like this, but yeah, I like new equipment. It's cool. Right, so we're on, pick up down, and away we go. So let's just double check something. So we can't change the size, that's fine, because we want the biggest one. So job's a good one. There we go. Decent working speed as well. Nice wide pickup. So wide, the rows aren't that bad, so first bale is complete. Job's a good one. Right, we'll probably gonna, I think, skip a row. It's gonna make it a bit easier. There we go. Try not to miss any. And then back down this way. This is not going to take us long at all. Looking good. It's very dark in this direction today. So I think we're getting a bale a row. Looks like we are. Maybe a bit more on the longer runs. So yeah, let's crack on and make some more progress. pootling around the headland now, and I've been round and mopped up any little bits that weren't quite caught by the windrower. The only bits that the baler is really missing, I'm saying that it's caught all that, is where on the headland where I've been round and sort of gathered a bit of the swath that was already there from the up and down rows. But other than that, it's yeah, it's brilliant, loving it. See there, it's took all that, another bit coming here. Hopefully if we can get in the middle, we'll get it all. Yeah, looks to have. Right, well, let's get round the rest of this headland and we'll have a count on the bales. So, baling all finished, and we have ended up with 17 for this session. So, not bad really, that has yielded rather well. So they're 11,500 litre bales, and is that a bit I've missed there? Oh, the tiniest of bits. Never mind. Right, let's grab the Massey. It's got the Heath bale loader on the back already, and let's get picking up some bale. Right then, first time using this bit of kit, so we need the F1 menu. So we need to press Z. Okay, and then I'm sure from 19, yeah, there we go. It kind of wheels back, extending. There we go. Need to not to be moving the mouse as much, I do apologise. Right, then we need to lift. Okay, I think we're ready to give this a go. Let's approach a bale and see what happens. There we go. First one on, and it lowers back down on its own. Great. Right, let's get another one. So I think this is going to be 2 loads. I think the capacity of this was 10 from memory. So another one. There we go. Now I think in 19 you had to then lower. No, wrong one again. There we go. Nope. There we go. Right. So B to lower back down. I do like this. It's very clever. It's not taking too long to get the hang of it, which is always good. Have we got enough space before we hit the wall? Yep. Cool. Right, I'll get these all picked up and I'll see you in a minute. Final bale. So, we're now done with that, so we can... There we go. And then, presumably, we can just hold that back up and then drive down to the barn. Right, I've just moved the JCB out the way. The only thing I'm worried about is we need a flat surface to drop these down onto. So I'm thinking back here. So if we can just reverse this into here and then get it somewhere kind of flat. So I reckon about there. So the beacon's off for a minute, and then I just assume that it's Y. There we go. Bale grabs have gripped on. And it lowers down. We press Y again and hope for the best. Phew! And then we'll just inch forward, get the tines out the back, and lower down and carry on collecting the rest of the bales. Just grabbing the last bale out of this field. There we go. And for now we can just turn that off like that. Fold it all up, because that's this field done. We might as well wait until we've got a full load to take it down to the barn. That is a cracking bit of kit. I really do like it, and it forces us to use the telehandler a bit more. I'll have to shift those bales in a minute, but I think for now this is where we're going to end it. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.